Hello, fellow hunters, and welcome back to Call of the Wild. As you can see, we're getting ready to start our next reserve. We have this one and then Mexico, the Rancho del Arroyo, I believe, left. In our exploration series, we'll finally be done with doing exploring all of the maps, and then we'll be able to start focusing on actually doing straight up hunting all of the time and not just running around the maps. So we have the Revontuli coast is up next because I wanted to save Mexico for last, and so that's the plan. Revontuli coast, welcome to the north edge of the Baltic Sea. Your stay here on the Revontuli coast will surely be enjoyable. We expected the hunting fanfare. The expected hunting fanfare can be found here with whitetail, deer, moose, brown bear, and lynx. However, you've arrived for your stay in peak bird season. We have several species of geese, duck, and upland birds available, in addition to regional favorites like the western capercaillie and black grouse. The many islands and inland forests shall give you plenty of opportunities to when your gaze isn't lingering on the northern lights. So this is what we're going to hop into. I generally start with the main menu here when I start a new reserve, because there's almost always a lot of talking from the in-game narrator or an in-game contact when we hop in. So we're going to hop in here, do the loading screen, get into the area, wait for them to finish talking, kind of try to get to the intro areas and all of that stuff, and then I can start really focusing on doing commentary again. But for now, I gotta wait for that to load. Let me get my chart up here, and then we can switch over to the Revontuli coast. It's mostly birds on this map, so we're definitely gonna have a shotgun loadout. And then all of the non-bird stuff, except for the raccoon dog, I already have trophies for, so I'm not overly concerned about them.
How are you? Tired from the trip? Don't worry. We have all the time in the world to enjoy the sights and sounds. You have chosen a perfect place for a vacation. I will show you a side of Finland that not many people know about. We might not know each other yet, but I think we will become great friends during your time here.
We will if you'll get me down to my character, please. It's like, come on, let's go. There we go. Eventually, it will load. There we go. Are you serious? For once, we're actually going to start at a freaking lodge?
This place is usually full of tourists and campers, but it's hunting season now, so we should have the reserve to ourselves. Go ahead and open the outpost.
This is the first map that I've started on where we're actually starting right at the outpost. This is how you do it. Now I can swap out my gear and everything right away. They probably did that because they knew nobody was going to have a bird loadout starting out.
Your luggage and rest before we head out.
All right, so if you're new to this, series, the primary goal of everything that we do in this first phase of everything, which has been months in the making, we've been doing this for months at this point, but we're trying to unlock all of the points of interest on the map. So it's mostly about making our way to the points of interest, and then if we happen to get lucky to find animals along the way, then we go ahead and take our shots at them. This map, I have to imagine, is going to be kind of iffy because it's almost all birds, and birds have not exactly been the easiest thing for me to do on these maps. So let's hop over here.
Nice tracks. Want to follow them?
It's inside. Of course, it opens outwards.
Surprise! I baked you a little welcome pastry. Go ahead and try one.
So small game. Well, let's get him done real quick.
Do you like it? They're called runeberry torttu.
Do I not have... All right, so I want to take a look at my loadout here. My normal loadout is the Mommer 7mm. Okay, and there's my Strandberg. So the Mommer should be fine for pretty much everything that we have here. The biggest thing are moose, and to be perfectly honest with you, I'm so full up on moose, it's not even funny. I have a couple of diamond moose in the lodge already. We already have gold versions of the lynx, white-tailed deer, and Eurasian brown bear. So the only other thing that we really need is the raccoon dog, and we have the pistol for that. We have the 10 gauge automatic, or is it semi-automatic? I think it's a it's a semi-automatic shotgun, which should be perfect for all of the birds and stuff. Let's take a look at our character. Yeah, I think that outfit's probably fine for this reserve. So let's just go back to the store, make sure that we have all of our ammo filled up. 243 is good. We're not using the 300 on this map. We're not using the 308 on this map. We are going to be using the 7mm on here, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that just to bring our balance over 100. And then the 454 flat nose, we'll buy some more of those, even though I don't really anticipate using it. Max out our shotgun ammo. All right, I think we're good. So we have the Malmer. All right, so our loadout for this reserve is going to be the Malmer 7mm for our class 4 to 9 animals. That's basically going to be the Eurasian lynx, the white-tailed deer, brown bear, and the moose. Then we have the 243 competitor pistol for our raccoon dogs when we find them. And then everything else is going to be handled by either the Strandberg semi-automatic pistol with the bird shot or the 22 Defender pistol with the 22 ammo. This is going to be for more long-range shots if we happen to find maybe some rabbits or something like that sitting out at a distance. Maybe take a couple of shots at them. This is going to be for our birds. Everything that's moving, or if we find some rabbits that run across us, we'll have the shotgun. We're basically going to walk around with this map with the shotgun out almost all the time, I think. And then we have the 454 pistol for fending off any aggressive moose, basically, that decide to come and try to pay us a visit. Okay, so I don't see anything on here for the map.
I'm always happy
here we
to
go.
get visitors, and I know you're eager to help around the reserve, but no worries here. It won't be needed. You can just relax and enjoy your vacation.
Yeah,
Have you made any plans
don't
of
lie.
what you want to do here? Besides hunting, of course. Let me tell you, in case you haven't made any plans, I have a little idea for you. We are going to see, touch, and taste everything that Revontuli coast has to offer. But every journey starts with a step. The blue trailhead over there, that is where our trek begins. Now head to the start of the trail.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow this, but ideally we're gonna head up here. But since this is so close, we'll go ahead and grab this. And I really don't like it when we start in the middle of the map like this, because now I like to zigzag across the map wherever possible. Now we're just gonna have to kind of figure it out. But I want to go ahead and unlock this real quick. I imagine it's gonna take us over to the other side, but we can just come right back. A lot of the ducks and stuff, or a lot of the things that are flying around, are not gonna be things that we're gonna mess with too much. With any luck, we'll find. We're gonna need to sleep. Let's go ahead and head back to the lodge. We'll advance the time to the morning because I don't like running around at night wherever possible. So, yeah, gotta get back over here into the lodge. I didn't realize it was 18:37. I didn't realize that it was getting darker, not lighter. But hopefully we can find a bunch of birds on the water and stuff like that, or just in the forests and stuff, and be able to just take them out with the shotgun. But if you watch my channel, you know that historically the shotgun is not my best weapon. I don't do very well with it. I don't know why. You would think that it would be easier, but for some reason I'm able to do a lot better with the rifles and stuff. So we'll make it 6:39 is 6:39. That should give us plenty of daylight. All right. So now we're gonna follow the markers over here, and ideally it's going to take us over to the lookout point there, and then we can see what kind of map this is. I do put lots of cuts in my videos, but these intro sections are usually pretty extended sections because it's just kind of the way it works with all the narrations and stuff. That is a bear.
I hereby proclaim the guided tour begins. So our little plan is this. We are going to walk along the blue trail. A nice and brisk walk that will take us through the central part of the reserve. I will be your personal guide, and during the walk I will tell you about worthwhile sights and activities we have here. The path is marked by signs, and there is a trail you can follow. But I will also mark the path on your hunter mate if you get lost. Don't worry, be happy, my friend. You know, I recorded a little tune for this occasion. I put in a mouth harp and drum. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Oiva Reijo Ikävalko, and I'm the warden here at Revontuli Coast. I've been the warden for about 20 years, which is pretty long considering I'm only about 40 years old. Even earlier than that, I was the assistant warden. It's because I like it very much here. It's my hobby and my therapy. I can think better when I'm walking in nature. You know, people watch TV show marathons. I walk marathons in the woods and along the coast. It's the same thing for me. But I also watch TV marathons.
Alright, so we're gonna have to walk up and to the left over here.
I'm not sure what the English word is for that. Partner, maybe. Her name is Pirjo, and we have 3 kids together. Lukas, Matti, and Helena. You know, in time of test, family is best. We also have a little dog, a Rottweiler. What more would be interesting for you to know about me? Oh yes, I love music and instruments, of course. Strangely, I don't really listen to music that much, but I collect instruments and play them.
That's me too.
But I think my music is pretty good. Well,
Mostly
yes,
because I was a
pretty
professional
good,
musician for
right.
a significant portion of my adult life, and so listening to music isn't exactly something I worry about, especially because I know so much about music that when I listen to it, I'm listening to a lot of the technical parts of it and not necessarily just enjoying it.
If math is the language of the universe, then music has to be the language of people and emotion. And sometimes I talk a lot. The tune I wrote. Let me play it for you.
Oh, it's 5. Wait, no, wait. I have number 2. There we go. Alright, so I don't know where he went. I was trying to grab him, but I gotta learn this layout again, the keybinds for the layout. Because I do
What do you think?
I do descending numbers along my number keys at the top of my keyboard to select range. So long range is 1, short, and then it goes down from there. But for whatever reason, I wasn't thinking that 2 was my pistol because I usually have it as like number 3.
Animal tracks or something else. Feel free to pursue that and come back to the trail when you want.
All right.
It's your vacation.
Oh, here we go.
You're the boss. Ah yes, here we have Revontuli coast. Beautiful trees, lakes and ideas in every direction. It is a small country with a very big heart. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you.
Okay, so... What way is the wind blowing? To the south? Okay, so maybe... If the wind's going to typically be blowing in that direction, maybe we should start out by heading off this way and just getting that over with now, and that way we can kind of zigzag up the map. And ideally, if the wind is always blowing this way, we'll always be walking into the wind. I don't know if that's actually going to work, but yeah, we're gonna try that. I'm gonna walk over here to grab this, yank over here, and then we'll follow this down and hopefully get to that outpost there. So, now that we've finally gotten to the point where hopefully he's going to shut up for a while, I will go over that way and see you guys when something interesting happens. Either we find an animal to try to take out, or we make it to our destination. Actually, I forgot he's taking us on a guided tour. I thought this was this and not... It's not the right way. Sorry about that. We're close enough to this, and I'm sure he's going to start yabbering here in a second, so... Let me just get over here and see what happens. I'm only half paying attention to what he says.
Now that we are further from the camping grounds, the lakes to the south are great to hunt waterfowl. Lukas, my oldest son, likes waterfowl hunting very much. So we wake up early when the weather is still calm and go out. We have a few favorite lakes we visit. Knowing the birds is very important to have a good catch. They all group and fly differently, so I recommend you take your time to identify them before the shooting starts. I don't hunt as much as I used to, but I'm very close friends with the local hunters. I used to hunt a lot when I was younger, but with time I've come to enjoy the reserve management side of things, making sure the needs of all the animals and plants are met. When a hunter tells me they've harvested a high-scoring animal, I know it's thanks to Mama Nature and a little thanks to Papa Oiva. But you know, mostly I don't need to do. Are you starting to get itchy? The Nordic region has more mosquitoes than you might be used to. That's why the Vikings tried to leave all the time. The many bodies of water are a breeding ground for mosquitoes. You know, most people love to hear birds sing. I wonder if there's anybody out there who loves the buzz of mosquitoes. Like a mosquito buzz musician person. Maybe I should record some mosquito sounds. Release something on the internet. Yeah, it's hard to like them, but they have their role in the ecosystem, even if it's not very obvious to us humans.
All right, well, fortunately for me, 1 and 3 are going to be my most common keybinds to press. 1 for everything one for anything big, and then 3 for almost everything else. And then the only time I really have to worry about 2 is when I come across a raccoon dog, because those are the only ones that are going to require my... Oh. Eurasian lynx I can use number 1. I can use my rifle too. All right, I don't know why I was trying to pull out my pistol then. I mean, the pistol would have worked, but I don't need to do that. Oh wait, no. Yeah, 2 and 3. I do need my pistol for that. I heard deer making a noise over here based off of the sound of the little graphical indicator, but I didn't see anything. I tend to do a lot more action-style hunting in this because of the exploration nature of what I'm trying to do. So basically, we're just following. This is the first time I've had. This is the first time that I've had kind of a guided tour kind of mission set for this. I actually kind of like it. I mean, it'll depend. It'll depend on if the guide actually takes us to all of the various points of interest, or at least near them, so I can get them on my own. Like, for example, I have to imagine we're going to get this, and then he's going to want us to go to the outpost over here, and if that's the case, I'll swing down over here and then go over there. But, you know, obviously there'll be a little bit of having to pay attention and make judgment calls. But these are all close enough together that it hasn't made sense yet to put in a significant cut, because he talks every 100 yards. Rock ptarmigan. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of ground birds that I'm going to be able to try to get, hopefully.
It sounds like a mix of a frog and a little dog snoring.
Only problem is that all these birds are going to be so small that it's going to be hard to see them before they fly away.
There you go. No more new itching, only old itching.
Okay, well, if it continues to try to have us head east, I will swing down and grab that.
Every
guided tour continues.
Our own spin on the Big 5 challenge, but we call ours Sekalaiset 19. Sounds exciting, right? Well, that's because you don't speak Finnish. It translates to Miscellaneous 19. A nice name for a hunting challenge, you know?
Oh.
Feel free to join in at your own tempo. The competition is basically to snag a gold or better of every animal in the reserve.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Shooting and would rather just walk around and appreciate nature through the lens of an observer.
Hey, black grouse. How convenient.
Feel free to take part.
So let's go ahead and tax that. And wow, that was easy. Just walked up and shot it. Black grouse. Let's see. We're looking for grouse black. We have a 113.20. We will mark that as gold, and we will go back to our main sheet. Save that. Wow, that completely took something off the list there. How convenient. I really need to have that happen a lot. Like, we're able to just kind of walk up on them and they fly away and make it super easy for me. But anyways, let's head over here, unlock this, and then we'll probably swing over here and grab this because it feels like he's trying to take us off in that direction. All right, we got a moose over here. She's pretty far away, though. We'll run and we'll get her. We'll alert her, and I'm going to try to heart shot her. Rock ptarmigan there. I may. Well, I don't know. It's already fleeing, so unless it flees in a direction that allows me to. And we already have our black grouse. 150 to 170. I'm gonna pull in a little bit more. I mean, we have we're not going to do anything. We're not going to get anything out of this, but if I can heart shot her and take her down quick, it's a little bit of money. Flying this way. Wow. I cannot believe that I just did that. Now you see what I mean when I said that I kind of suck with the shotgun. I don't know. I think I expect the spread to be more than it is, and then, you know, whatever. Well, let's go get our moose that we Is that our moose? Oh, okay. I thought she ran off in that direction. We'll grab this need zone here, get our moose, and then continue on towards the waypoint. What's that? Alright. So I'm basically just going to walk around with the shotgun. I normally walk around with my binoculars out, but I think on this map I'm just going to walk around with the shotgun because odds are we're going to have things that just kind of fly by, and I'm not going to have a chance. I'm not going to have time to just swap over.
That makes it look rock and roll, or the feathers around its feet that makes it look like it has little boots on.
Got it. Wouldn't it be interesting if that also turns out to be a gold? Probably not. I think it's a female. Just a silver. But it was a male. It was I don't want to say it was close, but it was better than I was expecting, because we had a call from a female. So I wasn't really expecting to get a decent score out of that. I wasn't expecting there to be a male over here. But yeah, this whole map I think is going to be a lot of that. Just running around through the woods and hoping I flush out something in front of me, and then trying to take quick shots as best as I can. Ideally, I'm going to get a lot of practice with the shotgun in this map, just because almost everything here is going to require me to use that. So I think this is going to end up being a hunting stand. And because of that, we'll head over here to this lookout, or this outpost there. All right, yep. So I'm gonna head over to the outpost over here. Outpost over here. Get that unlocked, and then we'll run over to the mission over there. Well, I just took a look at what time it is, and I think we're going to go ahead and call it an episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button if you did, so that the YouTube algorithm will know and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing now, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your feed, and you will be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click the join button, check out the list of options available there, and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a membership, but would still like to contribute to the channel, you can always leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. Direct contributions are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this channel into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.